All right, tonight's case is different. At first, it sounds like a young man who made a few bad choices. A breakup, drugs, a late-night drive into the mountains. But the last message he sent before disappearing, that's what makes this one hard to ignore. On August 9th, 2018, 21-year-old Chris Matthew drove his silver BMW into the mountains of Southern California. Within hours, he would send two strange messages. After that, nothing. Chris was born April 2nd, 1997. I'm in the southeastern area of Los Angeles. He grew up with his younger sister. When they were still children, their mother left suddenly. No explanation that made sense to a child, just absence. Years later, his father remarried. According to his stepmother, Chris was calm, gentle, and rarely caused problems. He tried to keep the peace at home. When two younger siblings were born, he became protective, almost like a second parent. As a teenager, he rescued stray animals and adopted a pit bull named Shadow. He wasn't reckless, he was steady. As he grew older, he developed a love for driving. Canyon roads became his escape. He worked alongside his father installing telephone lines, hard work, modest pay, but he showed up. Then, in 2018, something changed. He broke up with his longtime girlfriend, and people close to him say he never really recovered from it. He began smoking heavily, then experimenting with stronger substances. And he started partying more, staying out late, surrounding himself with new faces his family didn't trust. Arguments at home grew worse. Eventually, he moved into an apartment in Granada Valley. Living alone only accelerated things. Bars, nightclubs, questionable connections. At one point, he asked to see his father's new handgun. He held it, took a photo, and posted it online. On August 9th, around 6 p.m., Chris asked his boss for a $500 advance. He told his father he was going to meet a girl and promised he'd be back the next morning. His father sensed something was off, but he didn't push. At 9:28 p.m., Chris picked up a woman named Lisa in the San Fernando Valley. They had only known each other for a few days. She wasn't his girlfriend. They bought marijuana, cocaine, alcohol. They drove through the night. At some point, parked inside the car, Chris became emotional. He cried. He talked about his mother leaving, about the breakup, and about feeling abandoned all over again. Lisa later said it felt intense, especially because they barely knew each other. She stayed with him until around 5 a.m. Then they separated. Chris didn't go home. Around 5:30 a.m., surveillance cameras captured his silver BMW entering the Santa Monica Mountain area, a place he often visited to clear his head. But this time, the main road was blocked by a metal gate secured with a chain. Somehow, that lock was opened. Chris drove through. Now the paved road narrowed into a tight strip of asphalt. Then it split. He chose the rougher path, a thin, uneven road not meant for a low sedan. The deeper he drove, the more the canyon walls seemed to press inward. It eventually turned into a one-way stretch with no proper turnaround. At 7:38 a.m., Chris posted a photo from somewhere in the mountains. Just landscape. Nothing alarming. He tried calling his father shortly after. No answer. And he continued driving until he reached the very end of that road. At 11:53 a.m., he sent Lisa a message. "I'm here and something crazy is happening. I want to talk to you now." He never explained what that meant. She replied twice later that day. No response. About 24 hours after Chris was last heard from, two hikers contacted authorities. They reported hearing strange screams coming from deep within the canyon, but the sound didn't resemble a typical animal call. but they couldn't clearly define it either. When police arrived, they found Chris's silver BMW. The trunk was open. The rear panel showed damage. The driver's side door was open. The car had rolled into a dirt depression and was stuck. It was difficult to understand how he had managed to drive that far into such narrow terrain. 2 days after he vanished, his family officially reported him missing. Authorities deployed helicopters and K-9 units. Yet the canyon was searched extensively. Within days, officials stated there was no clear evidence of homicide. Suicide was suggested as a possible explanation. The official search slowed, but his family refused to stop. Volunteers continued searching the canyon, and according to 2 searchers, something else happened. Deep inside the canyon, they heard a faint whistling sound. Not wind, not birds. A thin, distant whistle that sounded intentional. Before we go any further, I want you to hear what they described. Chris's family immediately reached out, hoping someone could be sent deep into the canyon to search for him. But the response they received was dismissive. Authorities believed the faint whistling heard from deep within the canyon was simply the sound of their own rescue teams. Requests for a more thorough search were denied, and the police's indifferent attitude left Chris's family frustrated and desperate. Chris's father soon discovered that the last signal from his son's phone had come from the base of a large tree, right in the area where the mysterious whistling had been reported. By October 2018, the family offered a $50,000 reward for any information about Chris's disappearance. They also hired an independent investigator, Cecil Wu, a local media resident, and employed a survey company to send drones over the area. Nearly 800 high-resolution photographs were taken and released online, with the family asking the public to identify anything suspicious. Within days, an online user noticed something unusual in one of the photos: a hat. When people visited the site, they found it. Chris's customized baseball cap, instantly recognizable. Nearby, torn fragments of a white t-shirt were discovered, stained with blood. Beyond these items, nothing else was immediately found. In January 2019, a hiker found the BMW car keys lying just 75 feet from the abandoned vehicle. Over the following months, Chris's family and volunteers conducted 15 additional searches in the canyon, but his remains were still nowhere to be found. On August 10, 2019, 1 year after Chris disappeared, a candlelight hike was held. Friends, family, and supporters retraced his last known steps and prayed at the location where he was last seen. Then, in March 2021, 3 years after Chris vanished, a hiker named Tyler discovered what initially appeared to be an animal tooth protruding from the soil deep in Malibu Canyon. As he cleared more dirt, additional bone fragments became visible, resembling human remains. Concerned, he reported it to the authorities. The search team unearthed more remains, but most of the bones were already fragmented. While officials offered no explanation, the Matthew family recognized them as Chris's remains. The official conclusion labeled it a suicide. But his family rejected this. How could someone commit suicide in such a precise, gruesome manner? Chris had promised to return home the next morning. Why drive to such a remote canyon to end his life? And what about the cryptic messages he sent to Lisa? Investigators believe he may have been threatened or disoriented, possibly due to drugs or intense stress. These details contradict a simple suicide theory. Speculation online ran rampant, and some suggested Chris was murdered by local gang members with whom he had brief ties. Others considered predators like mountain lions or wolves, pointing to the torn, bloodied t-shirt. But attacks on humans are extremely rare, and no predator could have caused the severe skull fractures, nor could they have buried him in the way his remains were found. Some even proposed a more legendary explanation. California has one of the highest concentrations of Bigfoot sightings, and Chris disappeared deep in the nearly inaccessible Malibu Canyon. Two searchers reported hearing faint whistles in the deserted canyon, a sound often attributed to Bigfoot. Chris may have inadvertently entered a territory guarded by these creatures. His cap, t-shirt, and remains were found in different spots, suggesting they had been moved. The burial of his remains in the soil, coupled with the state of his skull, points to something capable of deliberate, calculated action. Out every theory, gang involvement, suicide, wildlife, or Bigfoot, raises questions, but none fully explains all the details. Conflicting clues, fragmented evidence, and the mystery of the canyon leave more questions than answers. Chris Matthews' disappearance remains an unsolved enigma. A young man abandoned by his mother, heartbroken, and burdened by life's trials, only to vanish in the quiet of the canyon. Perhaps only the silence of those mountains could give him a moment of peace, and yet it became his final mysterious resting place. If you've been following Chris's story, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you believe really happened that night in Malibu Canyon? Was it human, animal, or something beyond our understanding? Share your theories in the comments. Your perspective could shed light on a mystery that still haunts this valley.